All right, everybody. Welcome back to another deep dive.
It's great to be here.
Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the most beloved and relatable characters in Chinese literature.
One of my favorites.
I know, right? Pigsy from Journey to the West.
Ah, Pigsy, what a guy.
We're going to unpack his complexities,
Yeah.
his role in this epic tale, and what makes him so popular even after centuries.
Yeah, he's got that staying power.
He really does.
Yeah.
So, when you first encounter Pigsy, he's this kind of comedic relief character, right?
Total goofball.
Yeah. Always hungry, always lazy, always getting into trouble.
But there's so much more to him than meets the eye.
Oh, absolutely. So before we get too deep into his antics, let's take a step back and talk about his origins.
Okay, so rewind back to the heavenly realm.
Right. He wasn't always a pig, was he?
Nope, started out as a high-ranking heavenly marshal.
Wow, seriously.
Yeah, in charge of the entire celestial army. Can you imagine?
Talk about a career change.
I know, right? But then he gets a little too friendly with a certain moon goddess.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And, well, let's just say things don't go so well. And he ends up getting demoted big time.
Transformed into a pig, banished to the mortal realm.
Exactly. It's like the ultimate fall from grace.
So is that why he's a pig? Is there some deeper meaning behind that transformation?
Absolutely. It's not just a random punishment. It's symbolic.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
The pig represents his base desires, right?
Greed, laziness, lustfulness.
Exactly. All those things that kind of trip us up as humans.
So Pigsy's like this walking embodiment of our own weaknesses.
You got it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him so relatable.
Even though he's this fantastical character.
Right. We all have that inner Pigsy lurking inside us.
Speaking of his antics, I have to bring up the Garrula Village episode.
Oh, man. Classic Pigsy.
So he disguises himself as a human,
Tries to marry the villager's daughter.
but of course his true form gets revealed.
And all hell breaks loose.
It's hilarious, but also kind of tragic.
Totally. He's so desperate for comfort and companionship.
That he's willing to deceive these people.
It's a perfect example of his tendency to take the easy way out.
Always looking for shortcuts, always scheming for a better deal.
And of course, it always backfires.
Which brings us to his encounter with the spider demons.
Oh, yeah, another memorable episode.
He can't resist those beautiful spider ladies.
And he walks right into their trap.
It's like he's stuck in this cycle, repeating his mistakes.
Well, remember what got him banished from heaven in the first place?
His attraction to the moon goddess.
Exactly. He hasn't quite learned his lesson.
It's fascinating how the story uses humor to explore these deeper themes of temptation and bad habits.
Right. Even in a fantastical adventure like this, we see reflections of our own struggles.
But it's interesting. Amidst all his flaws, Pigsy does have some redeeming qualities.
Oh, absolutely. He's not all bad.
He's fiercely loyal to his companion.
Especially Tripitaka.
And he does have moments of strength and courage.
Remember when he helped subdue the river demon?
Or when he fought alongside Monkey King against the spider demons.
Yeah, he can step up when it really matters.
So it's this mix of flaws and virtues that makes him so complex and so human.
He's a mess, but he's a lovable mess.
Okay, so we've talked about his antics, his origins, his character. What's the deeper meaning behind his journey?
Well, on the surface, it's about obtaining the sacred scriptures, right?
Yeah, the whole pilgrimage to the West.
But it's also a metaphor for self-cultivation.
This Buddhist idea of overcoming your weaknesses.
Exactly. Like Pigsy has to confront his greed and laziness.
So it's not just a physical journey, it's an internal one too.
Each character represents a different aspect of the human experience.
Right. Monkey King is wisdom, Sandy is diligence.
And Pigsy is our base, desires those impulsive urges we all have.
But he's not stuck in that state forever.
No, he gradually transforms throughout the journey.
We see glimpses of selflessness,
Mm-hmm.
courage, even compassion.
It's not a quick fix, it's a process.
And in the end, he achieves enlightenment, becomes the cleanser of altars.
Which is amazing when you think about where he started.
It's like even someone like Pigsy with all his flaws can achieve spiritual growth.
That's the powerful message of his story.
The potential for redemption and transformation exists within all of us.
No matter how many times we stumble.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
About what?
Maybe that's why Pigsy's so popular.
You mean because
He's like this reflection of our own imperfections and our desire to be better.
it's a funhouse mirror we can all relate to.
Well, that's a perfect way to wrap things up.
Glad you think so.
Thanks for joining us as we unpack the layers of Pigsy.
It's been fun.
He may be flawed, but he's ultimately inspiring.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes him such a great character.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, folks, until next time, keep exploring.
And keep learning.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.
Bye for now.